Here's a look at what happened at round number 4 of the 2019 MotoOption SX Series in the 250 main event from Oakland. There's a close battle between Jonathan Hughes and Andrew Massart into the first corner, with the 223 machine of Massart grabbing the whole shot. He had the 11 of Craig Leak right behind him, and the winner of last week's race in Anaheim, Sean Klein, down out of the third corner, so he had a lot of work to do in this main event. Battle for the lead really quickly shifted hands as Leak took over the lead at the end of lap number 1, just past the finish line. Craig Richards found himself in an early battle with Trent Shepard, the points leader, able to make this pass up into third early on as he was trying to march his way to our 2 leaders. He'd eventually get up to Massart, and Massart, while on his way to the ground in this berm, got a little extra help from the Australian lag out of Craig Richards, I should say, and Richards moved into the 2 spot. Up front, Leak looked really smooth and comfortable. Not many mistakes out of the 11 machine as the Glendale winner was looking to try to get that points lead away from Craig Richards. Sean Klein fortunately made a late pass there on Massart. That moved him into 7th to salvage his championship hopes this evening. But up front, Leak unattended to the entire main event. An easy victory for the 11 as he picks up his 2nd win of the season, the first 2-time winner of 2019 in this class. It was Leak from Richards, Blakely, Moxie, and Solace in the top 5 at Oakland, and the point standings now have Richards on 91 with Leak, Klein, Blakely, and Massart also in the top 5. The 450 main event got underway in Oakland, and it looked like it was going to be the 641 of Fugler from the outside, but Leclerc, the defending champion, just tipped him to the gate, and Leclerc gets another hole shot this year, a big one, as you see Haley going down in the background there, and Leclerc actually jumping over points leader Jeremy Seebold. Here's what happened to Seebold going into turn 1, collides with Alex Heckman. He ends up on the deck, dead last, and then Haley in the 2nd corner actually slides out and gets collected with Race Carlin and a few others. So that opened up an early advantage for Leclerc to try to sprint out and get a big enough lead to maybe win his first main event of the season, looking to get back in this points chase. Massive battle for third early on between Zoe Cross, Connor Holiak, James Armstrong in there. You can see Race Carlin from that early crash also found himself in the mix. And these guys were absolutely going at it for a little while. Lots of good battles. These guys throwing whips on the triple together. Lasted for a good bit, as I said, until this, when Holiak landed on Cross and all of them went down, moving Janice ahead of them until Janice made a small mistake. And wouldn't you know it, here comes Jeremy Seebold down in the first corner, and only 7 laps into the race found himself in 3rd. He was absolutely flying, as was Leclerc, until this mistake about the midway point of the race cost him the race lead. A crash at the end of the long rhythm in the back coughs it up to the number 4 machine of Jeremy Smith, and Smith would not be able to hold on to that lead for long as Leclerc charged back, sent it down the inside, and made the pass back, putting Smith on the deck as Smith was trying to get himself collected and back up. There goes Seebold through into 2nd, so Seebold's charge was absolutely tremendous in the early goings of this race, and it really helped his cause later as Leclerc, once again struggling with this rhythm section, crashes at the end of it, and Seebold's march from down in turn 1 all the way to the race lead finally has been completed right there as he moves to the front. Leclerc definitely was not done with Seebold though, as he wanted to go back after our points leader, and in the same corner he went after Smith. He dives down the inside to take the lead back, and Seebold would have to go back to the drawing board, which he did right here as Leclerc, a small mistake in the same corner a lap later, allows Seebold back through. It looked like the battle was going to continue until a small mistake from Seebold causes him to cross-jump Leclerc, and Leclerc just gets tipped by him and goes down on the ground. That was the last time the 2 of them would see each other on the track. Jack Haley in his charge to the field from that 2nd corner crash, making the pass on Adam Holm here for the 4 spot, as the 57 machine was charging through the field as well. Leclerc just could not seem to get this rhythm lane correct as he crashed again late in the race. This one finally handing the 2 spot over to the 4 of Jeremy Smith. And Smith was trying to hold off Leclerc on the final lap when again Leclerc runs into another problem, quadding into this corner, falls off the bike one last time, and that would promote Jack Haley up onto the podium spot. A tremendous ride for Haley. While all that chaos was going on, Seabolt actually fell 2 corners from the finish. It would be the first time he had fallen since the first turn crash. Fortunately, was able to get back, rebounded on the 2 wheels, and hold off Jeremy Smith down to the line to take the victory in the 450 main at Oakland, his 3rd consecutive victory on the season, extending his points lead after winning the Triple Crown last week at Anaheim. And it was Seabolt, the big winner in Oakland. And here's a look at those results from Oakland. Again, it was Seabolt ahead of Smith, Haley, Leclerc, and Janice holding on to a top 5 spot. The point standings now as follows, with Seabolt leading from Haley, Smith, Leclerc, and Holm.